Hi, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and today I have some new wildflower lacquers to share with you, and I am particularly excited about these because they're inspired by the Sanderson sisters, aka the witches from Hocus Pocus, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a Halloween movie, but I just love that movie. Like, I will never pass up an opportunity to watch it. So the polishes I'm sharing with you today will be available for pre-order from September 22nd through the 25th at noon Central Time. I will include those specifics down in the description. I should also mention that Butterbean is coming back. I wasn't sent it and I don't have it, but I know it's like a super pretty polish, so if you don't have it, maybe now's the time to grab it. And I think we should just get into the swatches.
Let's start off with Cloud 9, which is in honor of Levi's birthday. So this one is a charity polish, and it's supporting the amazing rescue that Taylor adopted her dog from. And the polish is inspired by Levi's obsession with his cloud toys. So this polish is described as a bright sky blue base with pink to gold to green shifting shimmer. And $5 from every bottle will be donated to the Country Roads Animal Rescue Society in Oklahoma City. So this is a really nice creamy formula. It applies really well in 2 coats, and I'm using the Wildflower Lacquer Looking Glass top coat, which is a really nice top coat. It dries really quickly, and it definitely leaves a really nice shiny finish on your nails. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat, and now you're going to see just how beautiful this looks in the sun. That pink shimmer is really strong and it picks up really nicely in the light. And of course, it also shows off the other colors that are in there when you're moving your hands in different lighting. As you can see, some of the green and the sort of like golden shift to it is a little more obvious here. This next polish is I Spent So Long in the Darkness, and this one's inspired by The Corpse Bride, and it's the Polished Flicks limited edition for this month. And it's described as a gray version of You Had Me at Hydrangea, which I don't have, but if you have that one, this is the gray version. And this one has a gray base with aqua to green to purple shifting shimmer. So similar to Cloud 9, this has sort of a creamy shimmer formula. It's really easy to work with, and it's totally opaque in 2 coats. And again, I'm using the Wildflower Lacquer top coat to smooth it all out and bring back shine. It does dry down just a tiny bit more flat than it would without top coat, obviously. I don't know. Anyway, here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. And once again, thankfully, the sun has been blessing me with its presence, so it looks great in the sun, and it also looks great here under my like artificial lighting. You can just see all of the different shifts, and it's a really cool gray. Now we are moving into the Sanderson Sisters trio. So it's a trio plus a limited edition, which is fun. This first one is called What Took Thee So Long, and as I'm reading these names, I'm hearing the lines from the movie because, yeah, I've seen it that many times. This one is a dark green base with pinky copper to gold to green shifting multichrome pigment. And as you can see, this is very opaque. It has a very easy to work with formula, but unfortunately this one stained my nails very badly. I didn't use a base coat swatching, but usually I don't have a problem. So if I experience staining, it's a good sign that this might require 2 layers of base coat if you're planning to wear it. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat, and you can see how beautiful it is, but surprise, surprise, it's actually really quite green and shifty in different lighting. This one kind of reminds me of like a beetle or some sort of iridescent bug that sometimes you see. It's really beautiful. And this one is the limited edition in the trio, and it's actually inspired by a polish that was released last year for the Little Box of Horrors, and so Taylor revamped it and made it like a 2.0 version. So this one is a yellowy green base with green to red to purple to orange shifting multichrome pigment and scattered hollow. So this one has a really easy to work with formula, once again, super opaque, pretty much in 1 coat, but I recommend 2, and of course I recommend top coat. And this one, I also experienced staining. So if you're planning to wear this, definitely wear a good base coat or double up on your base coat just to be safe. But here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. As you can see, the hollow is very rainbowy and that multi-chrome pigment is gorgeous. So here it is. You can really see the different shifts, like the red. You definitely catch that there. It looks a little purpley in some angles, and this one is just a true chameleon. So if you missed this one in the little box of horrors, now is your time to pick up the sibling 2.0 version. Here we have I Put a Spell on You, and this one is a dark orange base with purple to pink to red shifting pigment. And this one also has a staining warning, and I did also experience staining, so definitely be careful. And this one, despite it saying it has an orange base, it definitely doesn't look like that to me. It's really interesting the way the base and the pigment come together. So this one is incredibly intense. Definitely build it up in 2 coats, and definitely use top coat if you want to bring back the shine, which I recommend just because it's so juicy looking when you put the top coat on. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. This one is really beautiful, and as you'll see in a second, it's just incredibly like grapey and vampy and kind of spooky and just perfect for Halloween and very perfect for the whole I Put a Spell on You inspiration. And last but not least, we have Black Flame Candle, and this one is described as a black base with red to black shifting microflake shimmer. And this one has a really interesting finish. I don't know, I've never really seen anything like this before, but I guess it's the microflake. So it dries down, even though it kind of looks like it's textured, but it dries down super flat and it builds up really nicely and easily in 2 coats. So this one, I thankfully didn't really experience any staining with it. So of the Sanderson sister polishes, this one I was most safe with, if you're curious. And yeah, it's really shifty, as you're going to see. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. It's just so beautiful and rich and dark. And surprise, surprise, it's super red and orangey and golden depending on how you move your fingers around. So I'm just excited to wear this when Halloween rolls around.
So from the Sanderson sisters trio, I think Black Flame Candle is my favorite. I don't know, it's just really like, it gives me a very fiery vibe. Let me know in the comments which of these you liked best. And yeah, let me know if you also love Hocus Pocus, because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of spooky people out there that also love it as much as I do. So let me know, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Have a great day wherever you are. Bye!